Okay, this is something I'd like to do at least once a week, and I don't think I did it last weekend. I might have, but you know me, I don't remember. Anyways, that is this. Here, let's spin this around. Week. Look at that. We're gonna start the generator. Good practice to run it, even if you're not using it, but run it, somewhat regularly. Once a week, once every 2 weeks at the very least. I'm just gonna let I got the blower running. As you saw, I just turned it on, so I'm gonna let it run for a couple of minutes before I fire it up. Simply because the main engines haven't been running yet. They haven't been running this weekend at least, and so there should be no fumes in the engine room. However, it's been really hot. So it's entirely possible that, there could be a little bit of off-gassing from the carburetor, because remember, that generator is a carburetor. It's not fuel injected. So always a good practice to have the blowers running for prescribed 4 minutes, and just evacuate that space before you start the engines, or in this case, the generator, which is, yes, it's an engine, but I'll come back once the 4 minutes has ticked down. Okay, a lot more than 4 minutes just passed by, because I was actually editing the description of the video that is going live today, which is crashing the drone. Hopefully you can watch that. There. Check for water outflowing from the exhaust. Lots of water. Whew. Came back inside, where it's not as noisy as it is out there, and it's a little cooler in here. Yeah, so I'm just gonna sit back and relax, because it's a warm one out there, friends. So yeah, why would I say that you should run the run the generator on a regular basis? Because like any engine, anything mechanical, it is detrimental to its long-term viability if it is not if it's not run on a regular basis. Same thing with driving a car. Even if you're not going to use a car, for example, for a while, just get it out, drive around a little bit. But more importantly, on the boat is the generator, which is important to our needs and our lifestyle. Case in point, on this particular vessel, our 1998 model year 370 Sea Ray Sundancer, which we got last year. In real time, this is July of 2023. We bought this boat last year in Ohio. I might leave a link down the description. You can see that great adventure of us buying this boat. Again, when I say down in Ohio, if you're new to the channel, we are located in Ontario, Canada. So yeah, that was cross-border shopping at the max. So anyways, a great adventure, and we are really happy with the boat. Now, when we purchased the boat last year, it only had 65 running hours showing on the generator, and which is not good. I mean, the boat was 20 some odd years old now, 98, so it's like a 25-year-old boat anyways. So that generator, which would have been original to the boat, it's a 7.2 kilowatt Westerbeek generator, and that generator had actually been, I'm not going to say it died, but it was not performing like it was supposed to be doing. So the prior owner, the year previous to us buying this thing, had actually that generator physically removed from the boat, taken out, and not rebuilt, but the part that generates the AC output on it, which is called an alternator, had to be replaced, rebuilt, whatever. They probably rebuilt it. I'm not sure of the details, but it would have been a sizable, a considerable bill to have that repaired. I'm going to guess, in around $4,000, if not more, in U.S. funds, by the way. So that was an expensive thing. And the reason being is that it had never been really run or used. So the alternator side, well, the whole thing was just basically just sitting there doing nothing, a lot of dead weight on the boat. So with it not running and moving, moisture can get in there, just vapors in the air, moisture, like again, hot, humid day like we're having today, can get in there, and if things are spinning around and doing their thing, nothing's going to get lubricated. So the alternator side of it had failed, so yeah, it had to be taken out and rebuilt, which is, like I say, a considerable expense. Now, how one can alleviate that potential of happening is actually run it. Like, for example, right now we are at our home port marina, so we are plugged into shore power. So we have, we have all the electricity that we need. Generator running, or sorry, not the generator, air conditioning running, very important, and such like that. So we don't need. Oh, a little pussycat just came out. So we don't need the generator to actually produce power at this point in time. However, like I say, it's good to run it. Now, normally, as you guys know, if you're regular followers to the channel, sorry, I'm just reaching over. Such a cutie head. Yeah. See, he was sleeping, so when the generator starts, he knows when the generator starts. So that would have disturbed him and woken him up, but that's okay. He's a boating kitty. This is now 3 years he's been on the boat with us, and yeah, he fits in really, really well. We're super happy to have him, as my regular viewers would know. So anyways, like I say, he knows, he hears the generator running because we do a lot of traveling. That's, I think, where I started this conversation. And so where we go to is, a lot of times we like to stay at the locks of the Trent Severn Waterway. If you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, look down on my through my channel, look at some of the videos, and you'll see that we travel extensively. When we're there, most of these locks that we'll stay at don't offer shore power, so we have to use a generator. So it's, again, very, very important to us. So in a normal season, we'll put quite a few hours on. I think last year we put 40 plus running hours on the generator. I can look that up and maybe share it on the screen right now. But look, I got a cat's tail right here that I can share with you. Anyways, yes, I'm giggling because he gives me such joy and great companionship. We love having him on the boat, especially me. Don't chew things in there, silly. Anyways, he's like a little child. You got to tell him these things over and over. So, like I said, this is why I'm running the generator. Not too long. I'll probably run it about 20 minutes or so. I'm not going to put a load on it because I don't feel like shutting everything down and switching over the shore power at the switch. But like I say, yeah, I just want to run it and make sure it's all happy, lubed, and ready to go for when we need it. Now, if you want a little bit more insight about the generator and the starting procedure, and putting a load on it, an electrical load on it, look at my channel on my How I Did It video playlist, because there is a link to it down in the description, as it is in most of my videos. And just take a look at the first startup of the generator that I did for this year, which I filmed and shared with you. So that's it. Run your stuff. If you got a boat, start the engines. Even if you're not going out, you should fire up the engines at least once a week throughout the season. You got a generator at least once every 2 weeks. Look at this kitty cat. He wants to bite me. He's all in a playful mood now, and he will just randomly try to bite me, which is, it's okay. He doesn't hurt. He's just playing. Gotta be quick around it though. Whoop, whoop. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna say thanks, and I will look forward to your comments, and let me know if you've got a generator on your boat. I know there's a couple of you out there that do. What your procedure is, what's your regular routine. If you don't need to use the generator, if you try to start it once in a while, run it once in a while, put a load on it. And also as well, if you're not out and about and doing a lot of boating or cruising throughout the season, if you at least start your engines and run the engines and let them do the thing. But hopefully you'll be actually putting those engines in gear and getting out onto the water. And if you are, I want to see videos. Okay, that's it. I will see you on the next one, my friends. Cheers. Uh-oh, pussycat fell down. 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 Ah, he's gonna bite me. Wink, wink.